The Luftwaffe was the aerial arm of the Nazi Germany. It was well-equipped air force with no match in its region. Today, we would focus on its capability, strength, and its role in the most devastating war of all time, the World War II. Germany's air force during World War I and its navy had been disbanded in May 1920 in accordance with the term of Treaty of Versailles, which stated that Germany was forbidden to have any air force or navy. Although during the interwar period the German pilots were being trained secretly in violation of the treaty at Lipetsk Air Base in the Soviet Union. But it was at a small scale. With the rise of the Nazi Party and the repudiation of the Versailles Treaty, the Luftwaffe's existence was publicly acknowledged on 26 February 1935, just over 2 weeks before open defiance of the Versailles Treaty through German rearmament and conscription, which would be announced on 16 March 1935. Due to its experience in the Spanish Civil War, the Luftwaffe has become one of the most sophisticated, technologically advanced, and the most battle-experienced air force in the world before the outbreak of World War II in 1939. By the summer of 1939, the Luftwaffe had 28 wings and was also operating paratrooper units. The Luftwaffe had readied for combat 9 fighter wings, mostly equipped with Messerschmitt Bf-109E, and 4 destroyer wings equipped with Messerschmitt Bf-110 heavy fighter, and 11 bomber wings equipped mainly with the Heinkel He-111, the Dornier Do-17C, and 4 diver bombing wings primarily armed with the iconic Junkers Ju-87 Stukas. Aircraft strength was 4,201 operational aircraft, out of which 1,191 were bombers, 361 dive bombers, 788 fighters, 431 heavy fighters, and 488 transports. Despite deficiencies, it was an impressive force. Luftwaffe also expanded its aircrew by 42%. Throughout the history of Nazi Germany, the Luftwaffe had only 2 commanders-in-chief. The first being Hermann Göring, a prominent Nazi leader, with the second and the last being General Field Marshal Robert Ritten von Gramm. At the start of the World War II, the Luftwaffe performed extremely well. In the invasion of Poland, the Luftwaffe quickly earned air superiority and then air supremacy, resulting in a quick victory. Its support for the Wehrmacht was also very prominent and effective. Then it also helped in the Kriegsmarine's invasion of Norway. Then, in the invasion of France, the Luftwaffe performed better than everyone's expectation. It had defeated a very major air force with the supreme tactics of the Blitzkrieg. It also helped the Wehrmacht extensively, resulting in a stunning victory in just 6 weeks. It couldn't completely destroy the British expeditionary forces at Dunkirk, even after extensive bombing, but it was not a big deal. During the Battle of Britain in summer 1940, the Luftwaffe inflicted severe damage on Britain's Royal Air Force, with losses to its own assets too, but could not achieve complete air superiority that Hitler demanded for the proposed invasion of Britain, which was postponed and then cancelled in December 1940. In June 1941, Germany invaded the Soviet Union. The Luftwaffe destroyed thousands of Soviet aircraft, yet it failed to destroy the Red Air Force altogether due to the lack of strategic bombers. The Axis and Soviet air operations during Operation Barbarossa consumed vast numbers of men and planes. As the war dragged on, the Luftwaffe was eroded in strength. As the war dragged on, the Luftwaffe continued to deplete and it lost air superiority over each front. In a large ditch attempt in 1945, the Germans launched a large operation known as the Operation Bodenplatte to win air superiority, but after it failed, the Luftwaffe ceased to be an effective fighting force. In the end, the highest scoring day fighter pilot was Eric Hartmann with 352 confirmed kills, all of them on the Eastern Front against the Soviets. The leading ace in the West was Hans Joachim Marseille with 158 kills against planes from the Allied forces. German day and night fighter pilots claimed more than 70,000 aerial victories during the World War II. Of these, an estimated 745 victories are attributed to jet fighters, with the flak shooting down 25,000 to 30,000 Allied planes and the rest 40,000 being credited to the normal fighter planes.